The NBA 2K21 demo is out now, and in this episode, we're jumping right in. Plus, we look back at our best 2K TV moments of 2K20. And first looks at what's coming up in my team for 2K21.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the folk, and with... Well, you're right, DA, a big lift for their offense. And he defends, too. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for him.
And a promising trend this month is the rise in his effective field goal percentage. He's showing a lot of smarts. Shot selection has been tremendous, and it's helped his numbers a ton.
The starters for the Utah Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot. And for the Spurs, we've got Derek White, Jakob Poeltl out there at DeRozan. Then there's Murray, and it's Walker in at the small forward position. The offensive rebound, and another shot, and Gobert with the lay-in. Gobert's got the first points up on the board for the Jazz. Poeltl dishes to Walker. Here's White. Misses off the right iron. And it's Conley with the ball for the Jazz. Injuries pressing Derek White into a much bigger role in year 2. But you know what, Smitty? He rose to the occasion.
You know, I love him. He has great size at 6'4" for a point guard. Good instincts. He can shoot. He can create. I love his versatility.
Now here's DeRozan. Following the miss by Michael Conley. White wide open. He fires. A 3-pointer off the mark. Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Tipped away. Walker against Conley. Gobert the pass to Conley. And stolen by Murray. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. That one drops for him.
DeRozan has such good body control that it's very difficult to disrupt his shot with contact.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. White. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
When you talk about DeMar DeRozan, how he's increased the number of ways he can score, this time off the offensive rebound.
Ingles kicks to Gobert. Back to Ingles. At the elbow, Conley. Nice ball movement by Utah. 6 on the shot clock. Sinks the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Walker. No good that time. And Utah the other way now. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder. The pass to Gobert. Back to Ingles. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
And yes, it's good. Interesting, Smitty. We're seeing guys like Dirk and Vince Carter play into their 40s. I'm wondering if this is a byproduct of improved nutrition and conditioning, and if that accelerates this trend.
I think it does, Kevin. I also agree to add to that. I think the game is less physical. I think a lot of those guys are taking care of themselves, but when the game is not as physical, it's a lot more perimeter. You can play longer. I'm curious, Kevin, will anybody play into their 50s?
You know, wouldn't that be amazing? That's a good question. Utah with the ball, following the 3-pointer by San Antonio. O'Neal dishes to Gobert. Let's go. O'Neal misses. San Antonio trailing here. In transition, here comes San Antonio. White, good.
And there's typically going to be some space when you're out in transition and you do just kind of venture out to that 3-point line.
Gobert, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Davis is checked in for Joe Ingles. George Niang comes in for Royce O'Neal. Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they've just given away.
Shot's good by Mills.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
And so Clarkson will bring it up for Utah. They trail by 1. Last time they met was in Utah.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
A combination of unforced errors and just poor decision-making. They need to be much better in that aspect of the game this time around.
Now, here's Moutier. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Back to Clarkson. Gobert trying to get open. Shot's good by Clarkson.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Forbes the pass to Gay. From down in the low post, it goes.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
Niang kicks to Davis. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter. It wasn't an immediate star turn for Mike Conley in the
ups and downs of injuries.
Great work ethic is the key. Conley stayed at it.
And a player that's known for keeping his composure, that helps also. He weathered those early challenges and just stayed positive.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
Zeller is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Bellinelli, and it's Mills, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. And the 7-foot Frenchman, Rudy Gobert, former Defensive Player of the Year.
They call him the Stifle Tower. He's the anchor, the foundation of this team. He changes the complexion of the game when he occupies the paint.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
Gotta appreciate the physicality of Gay's game. A strong athlete who forces the D to hit him inside. Some players never recover from a torn Achilles. Rudy Gay has come back and as good as ever. Still one of the most productive small forwards we have in the league.
Now, here's Clarkson. 5 points in the game. Pass to Bellinelli. Spurs working the ball around now. Up again, and Gay with the second chance points. Gay's got 8 points.
Great anticipation by Rudy Gay. That's a veteran move by a guy who knows how to create scoring opportunities.
And Steve, the size and athleticism of Gay has always set him apart at that small forward position.
He's able to make something out of nothing, playing over the top most of the time of his defender. He is dangerous.
Now the feed to Gobert, and stolen by Zeller. Gay drives in, and the jam by Rudy Gay.
Smooth and athletic. Gay digging to the rim, finishing strong.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, "I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul. They were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it." Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. DA, thank you. Can't cash in from close range. They're the Spurs with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Here's Gay. Another one falls for San Antonio.
High percentage look from mid-range. Rudy quick into the air and accurate from that distance.
And with the summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams. back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovich, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
To the middle, here's Gobert, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Now it's just a three-point San Antonio lead.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
No good from Gay. Utah has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And Davis puts it in.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The three from Mills. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And here's Utah. They've got an 8-0 run. Here's Clarkson. And it's Gay with the rebound.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And here's Mills for three. And Davis pulls it down.
Yeah, and that three-point shot really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Forbes can't get it to go.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Pirtle, he's checked in for Zeller. DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. White, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And Murray's subbed in for Patty Mills. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Davis. Royce O'Neal comes in for George Niang. Mitchell, he's checked in for Clarkson. And Mike Conley subbed in for Moutier.
Great execution, big target, perfect delivery. That's a tall task to defend Rudy Gobert.
Rudy. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Some incredible work in this one by Rudy Gobert. He ended up with 19 points, 2 assists. And that's a wrap with the third quarter approach.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
They're asking a lot of him, shouldering the load in a number of areas. You just hope he has enough left at the end.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Utah. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward. You know, Steve, the 2018 rookie class really burst out onto the scene. What has impressed you most about that group?
I think a couple things, Kevin. First of all, they're very talented. They handle themselves extremely well off the court. But most of those guys were able to last through the rookie wall and play pretty much 75 to 82 games.
They really put their fingerprints on their team, didn't they?
They did, and a lot of those guys are leaders.
San Antonio trailing here. Pass to DeRozan. A three. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan.
And now we get a chance to check out Donovan Mitchell. This past month, he's really set himself apart, averaging 22 points per, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
It's not the monster game that we see from him occasionally, but it's still incredibly impressive.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
For Utah, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Conley, the pass to O'Neal. Conley against Murray. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And over the course of his career, Mike Conley taking on more and more of the leadership mantle.
He's embraced it, Kevin, and he said laying his hair down was a way of letting go and just being confident in himself.
The fourth pick in the 2011 draft, it took getting stronger and improving the shot to make Conley one of the better all-around guards in the game.
Gobert with it, now guarded by Pirtle. Ingles hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Ingles has got the lead up to 8 now for Utah. To the paint. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Jakob Pirtle.
And to begin his career, teams happy to send Gobert to the free throw line. His free throw shooting has been a focus.
You know, it's tougher to get recognition in a small market like Utah, Smitty. Rudy Gobert says he has to do 3 times as much to draw attention.
And at the same time, his focus is still on team and winning. His leadership is very important to them.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Nice D from DeRozan. Spurs trail by 7. And White kicks to Murray. Good on the three-point shot. Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
Not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he'd use it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator. You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Give Conley credit. He's recognized the need to become a knockdown shooter and put in the work.
DeRozan's shot is off. Jazz leading by 5. O'Neal passes to Mitchell. The Jazz working the ball around now. In transition, here come the Spurs. Murray with the ball.
He can lead the break. He can finish it for you. Murray gives you a great option either way in transition.
And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Back to Gobert. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Outside Conley. He dishes it to Ingles. Back to Conley. To the inside. And Pirtle sends it back.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there. He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
O'Neal against DeRozan. He's off on that one. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
Gotta recognize the situation. Trying to get a 2-for-1.
Absolutely, but at the same time, you want to get a good shot.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Passes it to Niang. And stolen by Gay. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. Lays it up off the glass. Mills has got 8.
Gay is a high-activity player, someone who is constantly moving his hands, being rewarded for his efforts.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game and both teams putting up points in a hurry. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. DeRozan out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Jakob Poeltl, and it's Mills, and it's Forbes in at the 2. That's the San Antonio 5. Can't hit that one. Shot's good by Clarkson. Clarkson's got it all tied up now for the Jazz.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
Gay against Ingles. And Rudy Gay with the 3. Gay's got 19 points.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Rudy Gobert is checked in for the Jazz. Poeltl kicks to Gay. DeRozan in the corner. And finished off by DeRozan.
The man is not timid. DeRozan's become one of the game's more prolific scorers, and he's showing it all tonight.
That one good for 2.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
Ingles kicks to Conley. And the pass to Gobert. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Gobert's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Nice shot by Rudy Gobert. When he's hitting jumpers off the catch, this offense takes on a whole new look.
DeRozan.
Well, the first 9 seasons of DeMar DeRozan's career in Toronto, it had become home for him. Last season, the adversity of a trade that sent him to San Antonio.
Both free throws good from DeRozan.
It's exciting to watch a guy develop the way DeRozan has. The ball handling, the passing, the three-point shooting. He's become one of the better all-around players in this league.
Up top, Gobert, defended by Poeltl. The drive by Mitchell. He feeds it to Ingles, and stolen by Gay.
Turnovers weren't a story for them early on, but that's changed. And now they're definitely having trouble keeping possession and momentum.
The perfect set of skills to flourish in transition. DeRozan's got it all.
And Smitty, a real adjustment for DeRozan, leaving behind the only NBA team he had ever known after so long.
Yeah, he's been instrumental in taking the Raptors franchise to new heights. A lot of emotions. I think he understands he's going to grow from that experience.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Here's Conley. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Ingles has got assist number 5 here tonight.
With the game's momentum up for grabs, Conley values being the guy to take the crucial shot. Just a remarkable score in these situations.
Forbes the pass to Gay. But they'll get another chance. Out to DeRozan. Another shot. Gobert with the block.
The size and reach of Gobert making him a tremendous defensive anchor, protecting the paint.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
Gobert looking comfortable stepping into the spotlight right now.
Mills passes to Gay. for three. The shot's good from Forbes. Forbes has got 6 points in the quarter.
We talk about Ford's ability to shoot, but he has a calm about him in important moments.
Spurs leading by 4. Kicks to Gay. Outside DeRozan. Gay passes to Mills. Launches it. Forbes can't get it to go. It's Gobert with the ball for the Utah Jazz. Here's Mitchell. And he's fouled pretty hard. The coach's challenge has been issued. This game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double-checking, and the game continues on.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. He said to them, guys, coming up, this is where the game could be won or lost. You need to make plays on both ends. Stay focused, stay locked in, trust one another. We'll see if they can keep that trust going.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Growing before our eyes, the confidence of Gobert, comfortable doing a little of everything now.
If he hits all of those, they're feeling a lot more comfortable, but now still a one-possession game.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
A really solid shooter once he gets to the line, and Rudy Gay has gotten to the line a lot in his career. Nice job extending the lead and making this a 2-possession game now. Game on the line, you trust Mike Conley to deliver.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Here's Zeller. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game. And it's Utah's ball.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
They have very little time to run a play, and then, of course, they also need to foul.
Wide open look here for Murray. But they recover it. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. From deep, Walker. Ingles with the rebound. And now Utah, fast break. Here's Mitchell. It's tipped.
So quick off the floor, Murray can afford to wait until the shooter commits.
And so it's the Spurs with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Welcome to a special edition of 2K TV.
The wait is almost over. We are just days away from 2K Day and the launch of NBA 2K21.
And if you can't wait, you can get early access to the NBA 2K21 demo right now. Here's how you get started.
The NBA 2K21 demo.
The Jazz couldn't have looked more confident as when they arrived at the arena. Now let's send it down to David Aldridge. He is doing a great job. Thank you, D.A. And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. And it's O'Neal in at the 3. And for the Pelicans, Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Ingram in at the small forward position. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ingram's got the first basket of the game for the Pelicans. Well, it was only a short stay in L.A. for Lonzo Ball, traded this past summer as part of the Anthony Davis deal.
And getting out of L.A. might be the best thing for him. Still a great defender and playmaker. His best years, without a doubt, could be ahead of him here in New Orleans.
Now here's Williamson. Favors, finds Ball. New Orleans moving it around. Shot clock at 5. Second shot opportunity. And Williamson with the layup.
Second chance opportunities. Williamson explosive into the air with the touch and concentration to finish.
O'Neal against Ingram. Pass to Gobert. And stolen by Williamson. Ball with it. Shoots it up. Gobert with the block. Here's Ingles. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I'll tell you, this guy recognizes when driving lanes are available. Joe Ingles waits until it opens and then seizes the opportunity.
Ingram outside. Here's Ball. No good with the triple. Mitchell passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, to me, it's critical that Mitchell continue to focus on hitting the guys who are open. We know he can score the ball.
And now Utah, fast break. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Now Gobert had a tough time getting going against the Thunder. He was a non-factor in that game.
I'll tell you, that is nice touch from Rudy Gobert. Sends a message to the defense. You better guard me.
Now here's Ingram. Pass to Holiday. Inching our way toward the end of the season here in the NBA, Doris, and just how much fatigue after all these games and all these months and practices and travel, how much fatigue are these players feeling, you think, right now?
Well, I think NBA players like to tell us, come March, come April, everybody has bumps and bruises. No one is 100%. What you're hoping to do as an NBA organization is manage the rest that you can possibly give to your guys down the stretch of the season. Because the healthier you are going into the postseason, the better off you're going to be.
I really like the activity level from Ball. Excels at reading his man and jumping all over him, and great at coming up with those steals.
Here's Williamson. Holiday trying to free himself up. That's good from Williamson on the assist from Favors.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And stolen by Williamson. The wide open look here for Holiday. Kept alive. It's good on the putback.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Gobert the pass to Ingles. Inside. Got a piece of it. Back to O'Neal. Here's Gobert. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Gobert's got 6.
Well, this guy's so big and athletic and getting very good at establishing himself on the interior.
Holiday finds Favors. From the arc. Tips it. They shoot again. The kick out to Holiday. He had stolen by Ingles. And now Utah, fast break. And the shot goes in. Ingles has got his second basket.
You simply can't afford to lose sight of Joe Ingles in open space. This guy understands how to take advantage.
Ball, the pass to Holiday. Lobs it up for Favors.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
And so Gobert will bring it up for Utah. It's a three-point game from deep Ingles. And Derek Favors pulls it down. Favors got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Utah with the rebound. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder. Mitchell dishes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, all that momentum and force, Rudy Gobert, that is pretty.
Left side Favors. At the end of one, a closer contested game so far. New Orleans on top, leading by just one. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. One of the better two-way guards in the...
He's one of my favorite players growing up. I had Gary Payton jersey, had the shoes.
And you know, Conley, maybe not the size of Payton, but Greg, he's always taken the challenge defensively.
And you can see how much of an influence the glove had on Conley. He plays a lot like him on that end.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
They've got Hart. J.J. Redick is out there with Jackson. And it's Melly in at the 4 slot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays. Hits perimeter shots. And the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
Gobert with the block.
Well, this is the calling card of Rudy Gobert, a superb shot blocker. The wingspan is a thing of beauty.
And here we go. Fast break. Moutier's got it. No good. Shot missing. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. Losing to Sacramento.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Boy, Greg, neither team willing to give an inch and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The Pelicans trail. Passes to Hayes. Knocks it loose. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. There's Jackson with the 3. And Davis pulls it down. Jazz have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Moutier passes to Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
You can see the improving court awareness of Emmanuel Mudiay, having an understanding for when to find his guys.
Redick for 3. Tips it, but no good. Jazz leading by 3. Here's Clarkson. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
New Orleans has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Out to the wing. Here's Hart. And the Pelicans miss again. Jazz have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Clarkson dishes to Gobert. Over Hayes. Outside for Davis. The pass to Niang. From past the arc. Second chance shot. Got a piece of it. Davis, the pass to Clarkson. Back to Davis. In the corner, it's Clarkson. It's rebounded by New Orleans. There's a victory here for the home team. Last time these guys met.
Yeah, and in winning that last game, they attacked the basket aggressively. Drew a lot of fouls in that game.
2 things are a product of that. 1, you shoot a ton of freebies. 2, the other team goes deep into its rotation. Neither one of those 2 things is going to work.
New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Here is a list of the NBA's most adept passing teams this season. These are your assist leaders. In third, the Pelicans.
And a team that shares the ball will create opportunities for the right player to score.
And the Jazz with some changes. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Gobert. And it's Conley in for Emmanuel Mudiay. Mitchell looking it over. Pass to Clarkson. Shot on the wing, and that's good for 2. Clarkson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Jazz.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. 8 points for Zion Williamson.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Here's Davis, and it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got his 4th rebound in this one. In the corner, it's Ingram. Here's Okafor, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now just a 3-point Jazz lead.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Mitchell left side. Taken away by Holiday. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Okafor controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, man, just beast mode on the glass there. He was not going to be denied on that play.
And Holiday kicks to Ingram. Back to Redick. Holiday inside the line, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And that'll do it for the first half, a competitive game. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Rudy. Some incredible work in this one by Rudy Gobert. He had 12 points, 2 steals. And that...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Taking a look at the Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward. Now, here is O'Neal. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Jazz lead by 4. Doris, great scoring is often reliant upon great football. And we hear coaches, don't we, talk about that all the time?
We really do, Kev. You look at a guy like Kyrie Irving, who at the point guard position is one of the great scorers. He's a clutch shooter. He doesn't go to the free throw line a lot, and it's because he's so elusive. Can finish left and right, puts a lot of English on his shots. DeMar DeRozan gets separation with incredible footwork, and maybe the best in the league right now in terms of his footwork. That tap dancing James Harden, which is just nearly impossible to check.
I love those names, and you're so right. And it's fun to watch. What a skill.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Pass to Ingles. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Ball with it. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And there's the whistle, 3-second violation.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Drew Holiday. He's been on a tremendous roll since the All-Star break. He's putting up about 21 points per, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. Even if you key in on him all game, he still finds a way to get his numbers.
Right, the skill, the awareness, the physical ability, it's all there. And that's what makes this guy so hard to check.
And although the team didn't have much success last year, Emmanuel Mudiay certainly got his career back, I thought, Doris, in the right direction.
Well, I think for Emmanuel, he had an opportunity for minutes, and he played as he needed to in order to show that he is a capable player going forward. The tools, I think, have always been there for the former number 7 pick. It's about starting to put it together consistently.
Here's Redick following the bucket by the Jazz. Yep, that one goes in there. Ellio's got his first basket.
A fundamentally sound player. Gotta like how well Redick works the rock around the floor.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. Dishes it to Gobert. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Interesting story about Rudy Gobert. He was an excellent student in high school, but he was getting into physical fights. So what does his mom do? Play sports, my son. Track and field, martial arts, even ping pong. What I love, though, is he has not lost that tough disposition.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell. Ed Davis is checked in for Utah. And so here is New Orleans. Was shot by Redick, no good. And Doris, especially at that center position. You know, GMs like a player with a fighting spirit.
Rudy Gobert plays with a chip on his shoulder and a competitive spirit. A lot of 7-footers, Kevin, play the game simply because of their size. Rudy Gobert wants to be great.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
George Niang, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. That free throw good from Williamson.
And the expectations for Williamson are sky high. A superb athlete whose skill set and drive to be great is off the charts.
Now let's take a look at the list of players who have been absolutely lighting it up. These are the NBA scoring leaders over the last 10 games. Fifth best, Zion Williamson.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
Clarkson, 5 to shoot. Mudiay passes to Clarkson. With the putback. It's good on the putback. And the Jazz lead by 6.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now here's Ingram. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Derek Favors checked in for Williamson.
Checking in for your comments.
There's 1:17 left to play in the third. And Favors kicks to Redick. Just 5 on the clock. He dishes it to Ingram. Off target with his 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Clarkson. Got a hand on it.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. His long reach really allowing him to collect a good number of block shots.
And the Jazz making a change here. Gobert's checked in. Now, here is O'Neal. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Back to Gobert. Utah needs to get off a shot here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. New Orleans making some changes here. Etuan Moore comes in for Ingram. And it's Holiday in for Lonzo Ball. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Utah. Conley now comes in for Mudiay. Outside Holiday. And the 3 ball is good. Holiday's got 5 now.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Here's Gobert. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Derek Favors.
Well, if you're on the defensive end, you can't fall for Rudy Gobert's tricks. This guy is very crafty at using that up fake.
And so he makes both from the line.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Conley against Holiday. Passes it to Melly. He had stolen by Ingles. He lobs it up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Jazz. They lead by 5. And we'll be back with you right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And, Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Hayes out there with Okafor. Then it's Holiday. And there's Jackson. And it's Hart in at the 3. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now, here is O'Neal, following the miss by Michael Conley.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
And another turnover here by New Orleans. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Derek Favors checked in for Okafor. Williamson comes in for Hayes. Ingram, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Frank Jackson. And a switcher also for Utah. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. Now here's Gobert. Shot clock at 6. O'Neal dishes to Gobert. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Favors got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Williamson kicks to Favors. New Orleans moving it around. Holiday up again. And there's Favors putting it right back in.
Well, you like how Favors stays after it in that instance. When he's close to the bucket, boy, he's great at hustling for these second chance points.
Ingram left side. Outside Favors. There's the pass to Ball. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Conley against Ball. Here's Gobert. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Pelicans trail by 5. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Holiday, the pass to Ball. Ingram attacking. A whole new cap. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Ball. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And now just a 1-point Jazz lead. Here's Gobert. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Rudy Gobert.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Alvin Gentry told his team during the break. He said, this is where we make our move. This game's going to come down to big plays. Whichever team makes them is going to come out of here with the win. Kevin, you know what side he's on.
Thanks, David. Now here's Williamson. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. Holiday the pass to Williamson to the paint. Here's Favors, and then Favors with the dunk.
How about Derek Favors in a critical moment, not wavering, not hesitating, just delivering.
Nice shot by Gobert.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive, doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
J.J. Redick's checked in for the Pelicans. Shot clock at 5. And it's Ingram missing.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Here's O'Neal. That's in there. Conley with the assist. And it's a 3-point Jazz lead.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Now, here's Ball. Pass to Ingram. Deep. Got it. And, oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
And Greg, to me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. Money!
And how about the confidence with which Ball plays? I mean, he just seems so much more comfortable taking and making those big shots. This guy is a flat-out winner.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Michael Conley picks one up. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
I tell you what, it's scary when you think about how much room Ball has to grow when you factor in how efficient he is already.
Now here's Ingram. Ball dishes to Ingram. From deep three-point range, Gobert pulls it in. It's Gobert with the ball for Utah. Here's Mitchell. The 3 won't fall. And here's Redick, the dish to Ball. So it's a narrow victory for the Pelicans, pulling it out for the W. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
It's time to join the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability to make 6 total builds and play 1 test game for each one. In the NBA 2K21 demo, you can also hit a quick game. That's right, you'll be able to play 5.
The scene is being set. Welcome to 2. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Jackson.
But sometimes you go up, sometimes down, and the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot. And for the Grizzlies, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the 3 spot. Now here's Gobert, down low, Ingles, and he banks in the layup. Chris, you look at the grind of a regular season. Adam Silver seems open to fewer games or even fewer minutes per game. What do you think of it?
This is one that I'm not with, Kevin. You know, in my day, you had guys play 82 games. And let's go back to the days of Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain. They were playing in shoes that basically were socks, and they didn't have tape, and they didn't have all the things that we're privy to in the medical industry. So I think we should keep it at 82 games and minutes the same, because it keeps a full context of sports where you can talk about Harden versus or Westbrook versus a Big O. It keeps the argument in the same place. I think fewer games, fewer minutes starts to change the dynamics and the expectations of what players can do. I don't mind changing and adding tournaments, letting guys get more rest, but I think the number of games and the minutes of the game has to stay 48 minutes, has to stay 82 games in my opinion.
Very interesting. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Passes it to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And now Utah, fast break, shooting foul as the whistle. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
In Memphis, a small town, not a free agent destination, but the connection between these fans and their team really stands out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, first of all, I love Memphis. Shout out to Bill Street. Oh, man, they got some great food there, GA. I'll take it one of my spots next time we're up there. But Memphis is known for its food and music. I mean, the MGs, as some call the Grizzlies, a treasured part of the scene.
And another turnover here by Memphis. Last time they met was in Salt Lake City, Utah, where they fell to the Jazz.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell. Now, here's Clarkson. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. A second chance effort. Yep, that one goes. Gobert's got 8 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Utah. Ed Davis is checked in for Joe Ingles. George Niang comes in for O'Neal. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Now, here's Clarkson. Nice shot by Gobert.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Melton passes to Clark. And slam dunk by Clark.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
And he gets it to go.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. So Morant will go to the free throw line. Emmanuel Mudiay picks one up. Memphis shooting their first free throw of the night.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Utah leading by 7. Here's Niang. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Here's Melton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The tray. That one's not going to go. And it's Utah the other way. Mudiay kicks to Clarkson. Mudiay passes to Clarkson. The dish to Gobert. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Jang. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And it's Clark with the jam.
Looking nimble on the drive there. Once Clark sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to exploit.
They get it back. Davis, the pass to Gobert. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. With 1 on the clock, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Utah Jazz heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Rudy Gobert talks about his expectations for the team.
Every year I want to keep getting better, and you know, people didn't really believe.
Well, and as a competitor, this is what you should be thinking, and Greg, you should be talking about winning a title.
For sure. I mean, it'll take a lot of work, but Gobert sounds like he's up for the challenge of proving the doubters wrong.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So, on the floor for Memphis. Zhang is out there with Clark. Then there's Allen. And it's Melton in at the point. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for the Jazz. Clark, the pass to Jang, and finished off by Jang.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Allen kicks to Clark. And Davis pulls it down.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And the thing about Clarkson, he really plays with an edge, especially once he gets it up inside.
And there's the pass to Melton. From deep. Clark, great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Jang with the ball. Now defended by Mitchell. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists. The Grizzlies fourth.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the athletes to run the break all game long. So that's their edge. They're always looking to take advantage.
Chris, is there someone you competed with that you feel is underrated by history, has not been given their due?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think when you look at White Chocolate, Jason Williams, and what he started in the culture of play and what he continued. You look at Ben Wallace, who I played with 4 years at Washington, and he was coming off the bench there, and we saw that potential with him. I mean, the way he led the league in rebounding, his defensive prowess. I mean, the Pistons wouldn't have had a championship and gotten to another final if it wasn't for him. And also, I got to shout my man out, Mike Bibby and Peja Stojakovic, two of the best shooters I've played.
Oh, great names, and I totally agree. And Utah has possession. Conley finds Davis. Lock at 6. Conley into the lane. They get a hand on it. He's looking for Ingles and finds him. Brooks grabs the board. And the Grizzlies, they come in off a loss to the Trailblazers. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. And Memphis making a change here. Morant's checked in. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Brooks kicks to Morant. 6 to shoot. Here's Valanciunas. And that one is off. The Jazz go the other way with it. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And blocks like this fire Anderson up, which in turn get his teammates going as well.
Morant reaches to Valanciunas. Stolen by O'Neal. Conley against Brooks. Conley, the pass to O'Neal. Out to Conley. Lets it fly. It's rebounded by Memphis. Lets it go. And again, Memphis no good. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Utah. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Over in the corner, Conley. 6 on the shot clock. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Davis.
Rudy Gobert.
1:12 left in the first half of the game. Nice shot by Gobert.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And here's Morant. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Yeah, as good of a scorer as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly selfish.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And Utah also making a switch. Niang's checked in. To the middle. Here's Clark. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Clark's got 8 points.
You gotta know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And so it's the Utah Jazz going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. It's time now. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. The first quarter was all about Rudy Gobert. He had 16 points, 5 rebounds, and that does it for our halftime show. We now...
And if if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Well, they haven't found a way to keep him quiet inside. I mean, their best bet probably would be to deny him the ball altogether, because when he gets it, they can't stop him.
So on the floor for Utah. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward. Greg, some folks suspected Conley might be moved when Memphis had a shot at drafting John Morant. Right before the draft, that deal took place.
I tell you what, he looks to be a great fit in Utah. Can be that third star the team needs to push them to the next level. Utah had to give up a fair sum to get him, but it was worth the risk.
Brooks misses. Jazz leading by 12. O'Neal kicks to Ingles. Conley feeling it out from deep. The Jazz keeping it alive. A new 14.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Brooks the pass to Morant. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. And that's now 6 points for John Morant. Down low, Ingles. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Brooks the pass to Valanciunas. Fires the three. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Oh, he's a sensational offensive rebound. Valanciunas, he just has the nose for where to be when shots go up.
Gobert can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 11. And Anderson kicks to Brooks. On the wing, Jackson. Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Jackson. All sorts of time. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Back to O'Neal. A three ball. A three-pointer is right on target. O'Neal's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Valanciunas. Poked away. Stolen by O'Neal. The drive by Mitchell. Here's Conley. And the shot is long. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. To the inside. Here's Brooks. And the layup's good off the glass. Brooks has got his first 2 points of the night.
He's such an effective scorer. Brooks knows when he should look to capitalize from this area.
Ingles passes to Conley. Back to Ingles. Over Anderson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Chris, you've been a commentator for the NBA Vegas Summer League. Amazing how much that event has grown.
Oh, well, how about this year? The Chinese, the Croatian national team. I mean, come on. It's just this is a global game, and we're bringing all of them to Vegas to let fans go up in there and watch them and watch rookies at a young, early age and see the best players. I mean, this is awesome. You got to love how forward-thinking the NBA is. This is really cool to watch.
It is. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. From 10 feet out, and Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Out left to the wing. Inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Chris, whether it's KD or Kyrie, we've seen stars grow irritated. Constant questions about their free agent destinations.
I would just suggest to them to go back in time. Nothing's new under the sun. Watch guys like Shaq, Mike, myself, other guys that were free agents. It's a time to talk about it, and it's a time not to. And you can even speak about your impending free agency without insulting the fans where you're playing and without guessing of maybe where you will go next year. I just think that guys just need to be a little more sensitive with it. Fans really want to know, and if the media's going to ask you the question, you got to figure a way how to handle that out delicately.
Well said. Here's Clarkson. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And the Jazz lead by 15.
This is where Clarkson can do a lot of damage. I mean, that in-between area.
Passes to Clark. In the corner, it's Chang. Back to Clark. 9 feet out. 4 on the clock. And Davis sends it back. And he recovers it. Good on the bucket. And it's Davis with the ball for the Jazz. The Jazz working the ball around now. And the basket by Ingles. Ingles has got 6 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Allen outside. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Clarkson. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
One of the things Clarkson does best is converting off the dribble drive.
Here's Melton. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Jazz leading by 17. Live from the FedEx Forum. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Clark is out there with Brooks. Then it's Morant. Then it's Jaren Jackson. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The pass to Morant. Brooks up on top. Ingles covering. Morant passes to Clark. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
And that one falls for Clark. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Anderson's checked in. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Utah. Conley now comes in for Moutier. And so Clark nails both of them. Utah leading by 17. To the paint. Ingles finds Conley. Inside, Gobert. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And here's the fast break. Brooks with no one around. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Here's Ingles. Pass to Gobert. Rebounded by Jackson. The Grizzlies shooting 41% for the game. And Brooks. Here we go. Back to Clark. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Back to Clarkson. Pass to O'Neal. Here's Ingles. Over Anderson. Ingles can't get it to go.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Clarkson against Brooks. To the left side wing. Here's Morant. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
At the elbow, it's Gobert. To the inside, Ingles. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Jazz lead by 16.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Brooks kicks to Morant. Back to Brooks. Jackson is doubled. Pass to Morant. Anderson wide open. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And this is what his team likes seeing. They want Anderson to keep taking these kinds of shots.
Here's O'Neal. No good there. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Anderson outside. Morant with a wide open look. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass.
It's good on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Anderson dishes to Morant. Brooks with it. Conley picks him up. Brooks kicks to Anderson. And that one hits back iron. Utah leading by 14. Gobert finds Ingles. The Jazz working the ball around now. Stolen by Jackson. To the middle. Here's Clark. Another shot. Jackson misses.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Jazz.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Rudy Gobert.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Jackson comes in for Kyle Anderson. Grayson Allen's checked in for Brooks. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Morant. Here's Bradley. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this one.
Tolliver the pass to Jackson. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
Left side Jackson. Can't throw it down with one hand. To the right side. Lets the three fly off target. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This
puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
I can't wait to get started in the NBA 2K21 demo, get my players started, and of course, all-time Lakers versus all-time Celtics.
Just out of curiosity, Chris, who has more championship rings?
Yeah, I was going to talk about the Lakers, but then you bring up that argument, and I really don't have anything to say about it, unfortunately. So that's a low blow.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for DA. Thanks, DA. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for him.
And a promising trend this month is the rise in his effective field goal percentage. He's showing a lot of smarts. Shot selection has been tremendous, and it's helped his numbers a ton.
And the starting group for the Spurs. We've got DeRozan. DeJounte Murray is out there with White. Then there's Jakob Poeltl, and it's Walker in at the small forward. And for Utah, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3, the small forward.
And, you know, the Spurs are never afraid to play to the tune of their own drummer. I mean, just as the rest of the league embraces threes and layups, the Spurs going against that grain, leading the league in mid-range shots and post-ups.
DeRozan, Gobert pulls it in. Out to the right wing. O'Neal passes to Ingles. Nice D from DeRozan. You were talking about the mid-range and the post-ups. Those are the strengths of DeMar DeRozan and LaMarcus Aldridge.
Well, Coach Popovich has been so successful for decades because he always adapts to the strengths of his players. Outstanding coaches do that in every sport. That shot diet might not work for most other teams, but if it fits the Spurs, they'll go old.
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Boy, Murray's court vision very sharp, and he's unselfish too. You love seeing that combination. Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's White. Off target from three-point range. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Mavericks.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration, even for a nanosecond.
And DeRozan kicks to Walker. Outside for Murray. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Michael Conley picks one up.
Well, you look at that situation. He thought he could keep Murray from converting if he got physical with him. You better think again.
And making his return from the ACL tear, DeJounte Murray, long, athletic, and young, he still has a very bright future.
And Gobert gets to Conley. Now Gobert really struggled in the loss against Oklahoma City. Clock is at 3. Here's Mitchell. Offline with his 3. And Murray winning second team all defense in 2018. And Greg, at that time, he was only 21.
And that's been his strong suit. If he can hit perimeter shots consistently, he can be a star.
2 points. That one goes.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Nothing to think about there with DeRozan. I mean, the quick trigger, just catch it and shoot it.
Ingles passes to Conley. He kicks it to O'Neal. Gobert against Poeltl. On the wing, Mitchell. There's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. It's DeRozan with the drive.
You know, it's really the defining part of DeRozan's game. Driving the basketball hard at defenders, and he'll come right at you with athleticism and strength.
Poeltl kicks to White. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Murray, no good. And stolen by White. That's tipped. Pass break. Here come the Jazz for the finish. Mitchell's shot is good.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Out to White. Fires for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. O'Neal passes to Gobert. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
DeRozan finds Walker. Rebound, Utah. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder. Conley into the lane. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Ed Davis is checked in for Joe Ingles. George Niang comes in for Royce O'Neal. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Clarkson kicks to Niang. Back to Clarkson. Pass to Niang. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Gay passes to Bellinelli. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
Yeah, and Gay can certainly slam it home. Got to keep this guy away from the rim or he's going to posterize him.
And so it's San Antonio in control with the night. During his tenure in Utah, Coach Quinn Snyder has quickly earned the...
We're really pleased to have a coach like that.
Coach Snyder doing a terrific job with his team.
Just a great tactician, and he's clearly got his guys buying in to his message.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for San Antonio.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
We've got Emmanuel Moutier. Rudy Gobert is out there with Davis. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Niang in at the 3 slot. That's the group right now for Utah. Some of those lottery-bound teams now giving more minutes to their younger players, developing them, looking into the future, which means more veterans, unfortunately, will have to sit and watch.
And, you know, I always say this, and it's much easier said than done, but you're a professional, whether you're in the rotation, a young player or an old player, you have to approach it in a professional manner. That means accepting the good with the bad, the sweet with the bitter, and that takes a maturity level. And, you know, when the trade deadline is behind you, you only can control what you can control, and that's what veterans should be about.
And hopefully the coach communicates the ideas behind the move, too.
I like that, but there's no obligation to do so.
Right. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. And Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
Down low, Gobert banked in off the glass. Gobert's got it back down to within single digits for the Jazz. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Jazz have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Gobert. Gay with the block.
Gay using his reach and bounce to perfection to block the shot.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Utah shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. To the middle. Davis kicks to Moutier. Davis down low. He's against Zeller. Hooks and dishes to Davis. Takes the 13-footer. Davis on the follow. Davis has got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the first half. Niang passes to Davis. Here's Niang. Bellinelli is covering. Unloads from 13. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Here's Moutier. Here's Gobert. It's deflected.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
Gay finds Mills. Got that one up quick. And now it's an 11-point Spurs lead.
You know, that's what Mills gives you when he's on the floor. A dangerous shooter who can cause problems for the defense.
Count it.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The three drops in the tray. Mills has got 5 points in the quarter.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Now the pass to Davis over Gay. And it's Davis missing. Spurs leading by 12. The three. The rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Clarkson kicks to Gobert. To the paint. Here's Davis. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Gay passes to Zeller. Gay trying to break free. Shot by Zeller, no good. Utah shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Moutier kicks to Niang. Davis, the pass to Niang. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
And here's Walker outside. And the last second attempt is... Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following him.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They have a nice 7-point lead. And that does it for our...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been quite a game for DeJounte Murray.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
On the floor for San Antonio, White is out there with DeJounte Murray. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And it's Walker in at the 3. Mitchell finds Conley. Back to Mitchell. The Jazz working the ball around now. DeRozan against Conley. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
A pull-up. He can't get that one. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Well, they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower. Probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players in switches. He straddles those two needs better than anyone in the league.
Here's O'Neal. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Clark, over the last couple decades, the role of the big man has changed and required more skill outside shooting among them.
Yeah, that's one of the things. And then the ability to move your feet defensively.
Yes.
Because the three-point shot spaces the floor so much, and a lot of times teams will have 4, maybe 5 perimeter shooters out there regardless of size. So big guys, if they're going to play in that type of an alignment, have to be able to move their feet and effectively guard perimeter players and also make shots from the perimeter as well.
Amazing to see guys that big out there sometimes with a one-on-one with the guard, like on the three-point line.
No doubt. And also the big guys, we've got a ton of them, Kevin, across the league that can really knock down the three-point shot.
It's stolen by DeRozan. Outside, Walker. Here's Pirtle. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Gobert can't hit. Spurs leading by 8. Murray for 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
You know, sometimes the defense isn't expecting Murray to pull up off the dribble. Maybe they should be.
Conley finds Ingles. On the wing, Ingles. Now, here is O'Neal. He has 6. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Jakob Pirtle. The Jazz have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Davis is checked in for the Jazz. Clarkson comes in for Michael Conley. San Antonio also making some changes. Rudy Hayes checked in for Walker. Bryn Forbes comes in for White. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. George Niang, he's checked in for Utah. DeRozan in the corner. It's stolen by Ingles. It's tipped. Stolen by Gay. Here's the break. The 3 from Mills. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mills has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Poke loose. Mitchell kicks to Ingles. Can they get it? And it's Gay with the rebound. Gay's got 5 rebounds tonight. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Well, you need good passing from your forwards as much as you do from your guards. These are small forwards leading the way in assists. In the 3rd spot, DeMar DeRozan. Joe Ingles 4th.
The passes we've seen some of these guys make from the wing, just outstanding, truly gifted distributors.
I tell you what, you could put the isolated cam on these guys and you would notice how flawlessly they execute those entry passes. They create so many easy baskets in the low post because of how on time and on target those feeds are.
Pirtle finds Gay. To the inside. Passes it to Mills from deep 3-point range. Moutier with the rebound. Jazz trail by 16. Here's Clarkson. That one goes in.
Riding it up and in off the drive. Clarkson athletic enough to create his own offense.
And so it's Mills who will bring it up for San Antonio. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. Start a 3-game homestand with that game. A 3 from Gay. Utah with the rebound. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Ingles. Gay with the block. And he's able to get it back. The shot's good. Ingles has got his 1st basket of the night.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Pass to Gay. Back to Forbes. And here's Mills from the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball. And the Spurs lead by 15.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs riding a chance now to hear Coach Quinn Snyder talking to his team moments ago on the...
One of the biggest things is not
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's Clarkson in at the 3 spot. That's the group right now for Utah. The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's Ingles. San Antonio with the rebound. Gay's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And the basket by DeRozan.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
Royce O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. San Antonio also making some changes. Whitey's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. Here's White. And the 3 off target. Jazz trail by 18. On the wing, Ingles. O'Neal against Pirtle. O'Neal misses.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Here's DeRozan. And it's off from 3-point range. Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Conley gets the bucket.
It's Conley's ability to hit the long ball that makes him such an asset. Stretches the floor and creates space.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Outside DeRozan. Mitchell against Pirtle. 4 on the clock. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
I tell you what, any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, it means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense, and you're being smart about it, and you're knocking down the good shots that you get.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Nailed from 3-point land. Spurs leading by 14. Gay outside. Here's DeRozan. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. At the elbow, it's Gobert. Mitchell looking it over. Back to Gobert. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Gobert against Pirtle. Back to Mitchell. Over White. Off the left rim and out. San Antonio's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Gay dishes to DeRozan. Pirtle up top. And Clark, your love for the Buckeye State has never been questioned. What was the best part of growing up as a kid in Ohio?
Well, I think a number of things. One, having family around, extended family as well as immediate family, but also the sports love that exists throughout the state. And being able to experience that and enjoy that with my dad and siblings, that's special. And having a career in basketball that I've had makes it even more special.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're ahead by 12. There's 1:40 left to play here in the fourth. Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Rudy Gobert.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
On the road, in a tough atmosphere, he's taken on the role of star tonight. If one of their other players came up short, he picked up the slack to make sure they'll be walking out of here with a win. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's Conley. Gay with the block. Mills looking it over. The Spurs rebound over Ingles. Pass to Mills. Johnson with the bounce pass. He had stolen by Ingles.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Spurs.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Gay.
And with the way he came out energized on the defensive end in particular, getting a hand on a lot of shots, that really got them rolling.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Inside, Johnson, the pass to Mills. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Spurs passing it around. 5 on the clock. Goes up on the high post. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Here's Ingles. Bucket's good.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very...
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
The state capital of Utah dramatically lit up on a beautiful night in Salt Lake City. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Jazz, advantage in one series. And, of course, the Pelicans. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And seeing where Utah is, they've fulfilled a lot of the promise they showed coming into the season. But they just haven't taken that next leap forward so many thought they might.
They still had enough players take positive steps forward to call this season a success. Maybe they're not at the top of the standings where they'd hope they'd be. They're in really good position in terms of the playoff picture.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in at the 5 down low. And for Utah, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3.
And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
And finished off by Williamson.
Already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age, Williamson bringing down the house. Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
For New Orleans, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts. Being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
And here's Ingram from the arc. O'Neal with the defensive effort. To the middle. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Ingles. On the wing, Mitchell. There's the pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Ingram finds ball. New Orleans moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Williamson, the pass to ball. Outside Holiday. Gobert pulls it in.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
Stolen by Conley. Ball against Ingles. Over Holiday. Up again, and there's Gobert, putting it right back in. Gobert's got 6 points.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Ball against Conley. Just 5 to shoot. Ingram outside. To stop the drought. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And now we get a chance to check out Donovan Mitchell. Some good contributions, really, since the All-Star break. Averaging about 23 points per, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up. Fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Ed Davis is checked in for Joe Ingles. George Niang comes in for O'Neal. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. And Davis puts it in.
Not having a big, overpowering frame, sometimes Davis gets pushed around a little bit on the inside. Not that time.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Melly. Here's Hart. Really had troubles in that loss to Sacramento. This is it to Jackson. Launches a 3. The shot by Redick, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Niang pitch to Moutier. Clarkson on the wing. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And it's Davis missing.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Hart, no good. And it's Utah's ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Over in the corner, Moutier down low. Here's Gobert. Pass to Moutier. Here's Niang. In the corner, it's Clarkson. From deep. That shot misses. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Jazz. They're up by 3. And the second quarter will get under. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at the Jazz performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Utah, Rudy Gobert is out there with Davis. And there's Emmanuel Moutier. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Niang in at the 3, the small forward. Outside, Redick. And the pass to Melly. Back to Redick. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Redick's got his first 2 points.
And perimeter shooting never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's MO all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Redick's got his second bucket of the game to go.
They're able to finish on the drive. Give Redick a lane, and he's more than happy to take it.
Davis looking for an opening. To the paint. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Back to Jackson. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Hart. And a miss there on the triple. And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Redick, one of those you don't leave for a moment.
Stolen. Moutier against Jackson. There's the 3. Utah with the rebound. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder. Gobert dishes to Davis. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Sinks the three-pointer. And now an 8-point Jazz lead. Here's Melly. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And it's Davis with the ball for the Utah Jazz. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. And that one good from Clarkson.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Gobert brings the double team. It's stolen by Gobert. In transition, here come the Jazz. Clarkson passes to Gobert. It's deflected. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Here's Okafor to end the run. They get the rebound. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Joe Ingles is checked in for Gobert. Royce O'Neal comes in for George Niang. Mitchell, he's checked in for Clarkson. And it's Mike Conley in for Moutier. Conley kicks to Mitchell. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Ingles dishes to Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. O'Neal passes to Davis. Back to O'Neal. Goes back up. And Davis can't get it to go.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Yeah, that's not an assignment that I want there, Kevin. I'd rather do math homework than to try and cover that guy.
And Davis throws it down.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
It's stolen by Davis. And stolen by Williamson. Pass to Hayes. Shoots from 12. And the jumper falls for him. Hayes has got his first 2 points of the night. Last outing for the Pelicans, it was a loss to Sacramento. Nice ball movement by Utah. Back to Mitchell. And Davis wide open. He shoots. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Derek Favors checked in for Hayes. Pelicans trail by 10. Ball, the pass to Holiday. Now here's Williamson. Covered by Mitchell. And that one's good. Williamson.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Conley against Ball. O'Neal passes to Conley. O'Neal high post. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And that one, good.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And that one's good. Ingram.
And when Ingram is left alone from deep, his eyes light up. His shooting is just out of this world. Just playing with poise and confidence.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to some incredible work in this one by Rudy Gobert. He had 12 points, 6 rebounds.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. They're back, Ball and Reddick. At the forward slots, Ingram and Melly. And it's Williamson in at the center. Gobert, the pass to Ingles. Back to Gobert. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Ingles has got 3 assists now in this one. Especially in the playoffs, Brent, so much can change when a player gets in a foul trouble. See the league ever modifying that foul out rule?
I know that they do that in the summer league where you can stay on the court for 10 fouls as elimination, but it's a technical every time. I don't see the league doing that. I think it's good for the game so that star players or meaningful players, ones that play specifically on defense, they have to have responsibility for what it is that they're doing on the floor. And if they're overly aggressive, you should be penalized for playing that way.
5 on the clock. Conley finds Ingles. Utah shooting their first free throws here for the night. And he makes the first. Shooting for Utah. Good on both. Pelicans trail by 8. Passes it to Ingram. Takes a 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. O'Neal passes to Ingles. Back to O'Neal. He dishes it to Mitchell. Kicks it to O'Neal. 6 to shoot. Pass to Ingles. Gobert trying to get open, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And the Jazz making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Alexander Walker passes to Reddick. Lets it go from deep. Cans it from downtown. Reddick's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, I love how Reddick gets it going from distance. Really a tremendous three-point shooter.
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see which teams have the most buckets in transition since the All-Star break. In third, the Pelicans.
You know, as the season wears on, the team that can stay fresh can take advantage. They continue to get out and run, and teams are struggling to keep up.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. George Niang, he's checked in for Mitchell. Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Precision pass from Mudiay to get his teammate a good look there.
And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche, Greg, as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all three levels.
Mudiay finds Clarkson. The basket good off the assist from Mudiay. Mudiay's got his third assist on the night. Pelicans trail by 7. The feed to Reddick. Intercepted. In transition, here come the Jazz. Mudiay with the ball. Clarkson up top, covered by Reddick. Clarkson passes to Niang. Clarkson looking for an opening. Ingles, that's for 2, and that's an air ball. Not even close. New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Melly passes to Reddick. Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Clarkson. Back to Reddick. There's the triple. The shot will not fall. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Ingram against Ingles. And it's in there. And now a 9-point Utah lead.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Here's Mudiay. Count that bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Reddick against Clarkson. Reddick passes to Alexander Walker. To the inside, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And a quick review, looking at some numbers here for J.J. Reddick. 4th in three-point field goal percentage, and of course he's in the top 5 in free throw percentage. It can go overlooked, but sure makes a difference.
And yeah, he's one of the dead-eye sharpshooters in the game for sure. A top 5 percentage guy from deep. Just a hard man to slow down. Here's O'Neal. No good with the triple.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Hayes, and that one drops.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Clarkson dishes to Ingles. Jazz passing it around. And stolen by Favors. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Ball kicks to Hart. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists in the game.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Mitchell passes to O'Neal. Now Gobert. From 10 feet out. No good that time. And so it's the Utah Jazz with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Holiday with it. Conley picks him up. Holiday against Conley. Holiday, the pass to Hart. Back to Holiday. And here is Ball. The pass to Hart from deep. But they get it back. Launches it. And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Ball.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Gobert finds Ingles. Back to Gobert. Great D that time from Favors. Pelicans trail by 3. Here's Holiday. Tries again. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. And now look at the upcoming schedule for the Jazz. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies. Then on Monday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. Okafor is checked in for the Pelicans. Conley kicks to O'Neal. Ball against Conley. Mitchell looking it over. Okafor with the steal. Here's Hart. Ingles covering. Holiday the pass to Hart. Now here's Ball. Pass to Hart. Back to Holiday. Shot clock at 5. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Hart, no good.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Another miss by Utah. Pelicans trail by 3. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Williamson is checked in for Okafor, and it's Ingram in for Drew Holiday. For Utah, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. Gobert finds Ingles. Now O'Neal. He's covered by Ingram. Pass to Gobert. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. And that's now 18 points for Rudy Gobert. Ball, the pass to Favors. And here is Ingram to take the lead. Ingles with the rebound. Mitchell against Ingram. Inside, and Gobert kicks to Mitchell. And the baseline jumper, no good. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. And New Orleans also making a change. Drew Holiday is checked in for Hart. Holiday up top. Ingram against O'Neal. Ingram passes the ball. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That is his 1st foul of the game. Morris checked in for New Orleans. O'Neal against Ingram.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1.
And Ingram, the former Blue Devil, an extraordinary player who only promises to get better.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one, not with so much riding on.
And that one is good. And that's now 20 points for Rudy Gobert.
Man, that's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Ingram against O'Neal. Now here's Moore. He's guarded closely. Gobert with the defensive effort.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Ingles, and he banks in the layup. And the Jazz lead by 4.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
They grabbed their own miss. Williamson got a piece of it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. It's Gobert with the ball for Utah. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
And after playing 1 year at Duke, Ingram is used to providing big baskets for his club, just dominating with ease in these moments.
Here's Ingles. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Derek Favors. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
Ingram finds ball. They get it again.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Points are an absolute must here.
Can't come away empty, GA. That would be the nail in the coffin.
Favors from deep 3-point range, but they'll get another chance. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. Can't knock in the 3. Ingles dishes to Clarkson. He kicks to Conley. Here's O'Neal. And so it's Utah who scraped by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel...
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for for 45 episodes in
The state capital of Utah dramatically lit up on a beautiful night in Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for Jackson.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustments.
Now a look at Memphis's starting group. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward. And for Utah, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 slot. Steve, compare it now to when you were playing. Did teams go deeper into their benches than they used to?
Yeah, they do. I think because of this load management, resting players. So you see a lot of guys play a lot. And also what they've done right now with the G League, being able to bring guys up. They use those guys, and I think it helps a lot, even not on games, but in practice. You'll see more guys are involved in giving guys rest.
Yeah, that makes sense. He kicks to Ingles. Down low, Mitchell dishes to Gobert. Outside Conley. 5 to shoot. Puts it up from 12. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Morant. The shot, no good. Good D by Mitchell. Ingles with the ball. Now Valanciunas defending. Nice ball movement by Utah. Gobert can't hit.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
To the paint, it's stolen by Valanciunas. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it, the fast break chance. Anderson's shot is off.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
They double him with Mitchell. And Anderson kicks to Brooks. A three-pointer is right on target. Brooks has got 5 now.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Valanciunas passes to Jackson. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. And it's Jackson with a sensational play.
There's a built-in respect for coaches who played in the NBA. The Jazz crew Snyder never made it that far. But as a point guard, he helped Duke make 3 Final Four appearances. One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Stolen by O'Neal. Fast break, here come the Jazz. Conley's running. Pass to Ingles. Mitchell with it. 1:53 left here in the first quarter. Ingles dishes to O'Neal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. This one for 3. No good on that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Smitty Snyder, also an All-American in high school. 2-time Washington State Basketball Player of the Year in high school.
Led Mercer Island to a state title. And then experienced coaching in college, the G League, and abroad. He's a lifer, and he's been around the game far and wide.
Brooks, the pass to Valanciunas. Out to Brooks. To the wing right side. It's Anderson with the drive. Lets it go with the 3. Brooks misses. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Here's Ingles. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
This is the thing about Ingles. He's got the size and the strength to play with physicality.
Passes to Brooks. Jackson against Ingles. Valanciunas inside. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And you know, he was getting fouled time and time again and really delivered at the free throw line. Huge contribution there, guys.
And the basket by Ingles.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Brooks kicks to Anderson. Jackson down low. Ingles covering. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Jackson misses.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
It's good. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Morant with a wide open look. And that does it for the first quarter. Jazz out in front, up by 4. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
Davis is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And there's Emmanuel Mudiay. And it's Niang in at the small forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Jang finds Clark. Second shot opportunity. And with that, the Utah lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Zhang.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Nice ball movement by Utah. That one falls.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Allen dishes to Clark. Davis with some nice D. Utah leading by 4.
And this Memphis team stakes its identity on defense.
Last season, top 3 in block percentage. They make their stand at the defensive end.
Here's Clarkson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. To the middle. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. Steve, the player tracking data is kind of an interesting thing. It's a big part of scouting now. In fact, AI can accumulate that right from the TV feed, which to me is amazing.
It is. I think if it doesn't distract or take away from our game, to have that type of information live and from a player being able to play in a game, I think it's helpful for everything, for scouting, for, I would say, health reasons, for guys, conditioning. I love it, as long as it doesn't distract from the game.
That's a good point. Zhang, the pass to Clark. Back to Zhang. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Oh, there's a chance. Let's show you the teams that have thrived on the fast break this season. The Grizzlies 4th.
I think that's what really distinguishes them offensively. They really like to get out in transition.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
Mudiay kicks to Gobert. Back to Mudiay. The tray. It's Clark with the rebound.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
And another miss by Memphis. Jazz leading by 5. Gobert the pass to Niang. And here's Clarkson. Zhang defending. Pass to Niang. Clock at 6. Kicks it to Clarkson. Utah needs to get off a shot here, and Davis puts it in.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Allen the bounce pass. Jang the pass to Clark. Jang dishes to Clark. The pass to Jang. It's stolen by Gobert. And now Utah, fast break. Here's Moutier, and Moutier throws it down.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
A defense unto himself. Rudy Gobert regarded by his team as the Utah Jazz version of Bill Russell.
Melton's shot is good.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Here's Davis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Davis has got the lead up to 9 now for Utah.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And Smitty, the standing reach of Gobert, 9'7". He's around the rim before he leaves his feet.
Yes, Kevin, the most efficient shots in basketball are dunks and layups, and he makes them hard to come by.
Clarkson finds Gobert. Here's Davis. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Pass to Niang. Dishes to Gobert. Here's Niang. Fires the 3. Passes it to Moutier. Here's Niang. Jang defending. 6 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. The shot comes out. For Memphis, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. He's covered by Clarkson. Clark, the pass to Jang. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And up to this point on the season, he's set a pace of right around 73% when he gets to the line.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Jazz lead by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. Welcome to Jazz. Kenny, what do you think?
I love the motion on.
That's all for now.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And so it's Memphis with it. It's a 5-point game.
They may not get the spotlight, but the Utah Jazz are one of the best run teams in the NBA. They're run as a legacy trust. That means every dime of profit goes back into the team.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in its small forward. Steve, you were talking about the reinvestment for the Jam. An upgraded arena, new practice facility.
Necessary moves, you know this, to stay competitive. The Jazz fans love their team, and they're showing that commitment in return.
Outside for Jackson. Anderson passes to Valanciunas. Memphis moving it around. Jackson dishes to Valanciunas.
Love the flush there from Valanciunas, leaving no doubt on that play.
And so Gobert will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Valanciunas. On the wing, Jackson. Back to Valanciunas. And there's the pass to Brooks. He kicks it to Valanciunas. Here's Jackson. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by O'Neal. Mitchell's got 5.
Nice finish by Donovan Mitchell. If you're the defense, you have to get back in a hurry and match up.
Brooks, the pass to Morant. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
And here we can check out the story on Jonas Valanciunas. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. 3rd in rebounding, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And as you said, one of the league's top 3 rebounders. He has an instinct for how the shot's going to come off that rim. That's special. And the want-to corral it. 5 to shoot. And Gobert hits to O'Neal. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The kick out to Anderson, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. And this break gives us a moment to look at the leading playmakers among rookies for the past 10 games. Ja Morant, number 1.
And the assist numbers the past few weeks have shown how well he's fitted in chemistry-wise for this team.
Ingles can't get it to go.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look.
O'Neal dishes to Ingles. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Ed Davis is checked in for Gobert. George Niang comes in for Royce O'Neal. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. To the left wing. Here's Morant. Gets to the corner and buries it. Smitty, you've seen this before, separating teams that can make the deep playoff run. Those that can't get bounced out early. What have you found is the difference between those two?
Well, a lot of times, Kevin, it comes down to those teams have more talent that can make those deep playoff runs. Also, they can make adjustments. Then I think also they're a team that has a better chemistry, and they can win defensively and not just have to rely on their offense. That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Now Valanciunas, and you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Left side, Davis. The dish to Clarkson. Davis drives in. A shot by Clarkson, no good. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Nice shot by Brooks.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
Valanciunas against Davis. Pass to Clarkson. Here's Niang over Clark. Trying to get open is Davis. Niang, no good.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Davis kicks to Mudiay. Passes it to Niang. Now Clarkson. Pass to Niang. For 3. The shot that time, not on target. On deep. It's off. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And we're just moments away from the start of the... And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. The pass to Mitchell. To the inside. He's looking for Ingles and finds him. Over to the wing. The Jazz working the ball around now. That's tipped.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Ingles passes to Mitchell. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And so Brooks will bring it up for Memphis. Stolen by Mitchell. Here's Clarkson. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Valanciunas, he's got that long wingspan. You saw it right there on that play.
And Memphis turns it over again.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Mike Conley's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. Jackson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Anderson comes in for Milton.
And after a first half in which their offense shot under 40%, they've got the lead, and they should count themselves to be lucky.
Valanciunas dishes to Morant. And Brooks. Here we go. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots. O'Neal kicks to Ingles. Conley scanning the floor. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
Now here's Morant, guarded by O'Neal. Valanciunas inside. Gobert on him, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Jazz trail by 4. Mitchell kicks to Conley. Pass to O'Neal. Here's the 3. It doesn't go for him. And Memphis the other way now. The drive by Brooks.
Yeah, nice, strong.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's called about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
That's good from Morant.
And the work ethic that Morant has sets him up nicely. Make no mistake, this guy wants to be an all-time great.
Gobert, the pass to O'Neal. Offensive rebound.
Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
To the paint. Stolen by Michael Conley. And here's the break. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Donovan Mitchell's ready, and he knocked down one of the bigger shots of this game.
Free throw drops for Mitchell.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
Passes it to Brooks. Now here's Valanciunas. Right side Jackson. Back to Valanciunas. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time. Costly.
Utah trailing here. Mitchell looking it over. Back to Conley. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. To tie it up. And it's all evened up. Conley's got his first bucket of the night.
With the game's momentum up for grabs, Conley values being the guy to take the crucial shot. Just a remarkable score in these situations.
Left side Jackson. It's stolen by Ingles. The drive by Gobert. Missed inside. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Valanciunas, good. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
He's shown he can get it done in the big moments. JV delivering in the clutch.
Down low. Here's Anderson. It drops.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
Gobert looking comfortable stepping into the spotlight right now.
Brooks kicks to Valanciunas. Pass to Morant. Ingles with the rebound.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Here's Valanciunas. It's stolen by Ingles. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. To take the lead. It's good.
Conley is used to these tight spots. Just keeping calm and drilling the shot.
Morant passes to Jackson. Three-pointer, Brooks. No good from three-point territory. Ingles with the ball. And so it's Utah who scraped by with the win. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win. And